Janine to Sin's workshop. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, today we're going to be talking about The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. And why did it take me so long to read this book? The book came out in 2019. I love dragons. I love everything dragons. This book is 848 pages. Why did it take me so long to read this book? It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how much of a review this is going to be. More of me just gushing over how good it was. And, okay, I guess I can tell you why. Duh. At 848 pages, and I get this, I work at the bookstore. My section is young adult and sci-fi fantasy. Surprise, surprise. That's the section I maintain. And I get people, and they look at it, and they're like, ooh, that's intimidating. And I felt the same way. It's really, really intimidating. 848 pages, it's this thick. If I hadn't already put it in storage with all the other books that I've read, I don't have enough shelf space. That's why. One day I'll have a library. But I would show you, it's this thick. 848 pages. It looks intimidating. It really does look intimidating. And when I read it as part of the Bookly book club for December. Best decision ever. I decided I was going to start small. 30 pages a day. That's it. I'll just read 30 pages a day. And I did. And after about 200 pages, I was just like, okay, I need to read more than 30 pages a day because this is just so good. Shannon's writing is so phenomenal. Simply put, her world building, her characterization, it's so on point that it absolutely hooks you in the novel. You don't get lost. There's such a fluidity to it. There's a lot of momentum, and you can definitely see, she does write little blips, like an author's note right before the story, that she does take inspiration from other cultures. And you definitely do see that. You see East Asian folklore kind of explored with a way that they kind of revere dragons. And then you also see Arabic. I interpreted it as Arabic folklore. And then you also have this medieval kind of feel to it as well. So it seems like it would be all over the place, but her writing is so perfect that she's able to blend all these different influences together to build a really sound world here. It was phenomenal. Her storytelling, it just moves effortlessly, especially because you're going between different perspectives. You have Sabran, E, Tene, Artloth, and then Roos, Nicholas Roos. There we go. Those are your different perspectives that you're following. It seems like a lot, but by going between each of them, you're getting a really good foundation for the story. And you're also allowing the characters to go through a lot of growth as well. So you can connect to the characters. Are they all likable? No. Nicholas, sometimes you just want to punch him in the face. And initially, Sabran was also kind of annoying, but you don't have to like the characters to understand. Nicholas, you understand where a lot of his resentment. He was exiled from his homeland to this island where it's always wet, it's always humid. He hates it. He feels like he's rotting from the inside out because of how wet this place is. And it's just like, okay, I get it. Like, are you only looking out for yourself? Totally, 100%. I understand why, though. You want nothing more than to go home. You don't have to like him to understand where he's coming from, and it definitely doesn't condone half of his actions, because it doesn't. He's a dick. But you are able to understand where he's coming from, even if you don't like it, and even though it doesn't condone anything he does. The same can go for Sabran. Initially, I found her quite annoying, but as the story is going and as we're developing the world and developing the characterizations and those character dynamics, you understand she's queen, right? She's supposed to be awesome, right? Except everything in her rule is subjected to one thing. Her bloodline is what's supposed to keep the Nameless One bound in the abyss. So really, it doesn't matter what she does as queen. Her most important act is giving birth to a daughter. She has to give birth to a daughter. If she doesn't do that, well, then she has failed as a queen. She's not worthy of being a queen, pretty much. So you have that. It's just like, and you pity her, you know? She wants to be more than just known for giving birth to a daughter. So you get where she's coming from. And her dynamic and her relationship with Eid, it allows her to grow. And that's what I really liked, you know, especially with this LGBTQ representation here. Her and Eid form a very wonderful relationship where they do a lot of pushback. You know, they like to get on each other's nerves, but they help each other grow. You know, they help each other flourish. You know, it's really wholesome to see these two develop their relationship. Honestly, I'm going to say Tanae and Eid were two of my favorite characters in the whole story. They were phenomenal. I loved reading Tanae's arc, especially because her arc's the one that had the dragons. Then, you know, I'm here for the dragons. Love the dragons. And oh my god, her dragon gave me about 3 heart attacks. I'm like, oh my god, don't tell me he's dead. Oh, he's alive. Oh my god, don't tell me he's dead. Oh, he's alive. Is he dead? No, he's alive. I had about 3 heart attacks when it came to her and her dragon. I was just like, please do not tell me that they are dead. Shannon, that wasn't cool. But it was really, really good. You know, it was so well written. It moved effortlessly. You know, don't be intimidated by it. If you are, don't be, because it's so easy to read. It moves effortlessly. It reads really well. It's so accessible to you as a reader. It was so accessible to me. I was just like, why was I intimidated by this? Because it looks intimidating. Because it's that big, so it looks it, but it's really not. It's so easy. That world building is phenomenal. That characterization is phenomenal. The history, the magic. Easily 5 out of 5 stars. Hands down. So, if you want to go ahead and purchase the book, which I highly recommend, don't argue, just go buy it. I will include links in the description below where to purchase the book. And on that note, thank you all for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can also become a supporter on Buy Me a Coffee with a one-time donation or by purchasing one of my handmade candles, having a sale. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy reading.